Well, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Japan Time Podcast for May 20th of 2024. I'm your horse, Porky Pig. Joining me this week, I got my co-host, Shofu. What's up, Shofu?
How are you a horse and a pig?
I meant to say host, but I said I said horse.
Look,
I see what he's doing.
Utopia?
That's crazy. You're sick. You should feel bad.
Speaking of Zootopia, what's going on, Tito?
What?
I mean, yeah, man. Yeah,
You could have segued
what's
into
up?
Bud McDareth
What's
and
up,
instead
Doc?
you went to Tito?
What's up, Doc?
It's like
That's crazy.
I'll keep it going. What's up, Doc?
I heard I have to break character for a second. I heard that what from Vero was so perfect that I want that sound clip. That was just so good. The pure confusion of like what the heck is going on was great. I love it. All right, well, speaking of characters that are in Zootopia, we have some birds, and we have the bird god himself, Virum. What's up, Virum?
So you're keeping everyone on their toes now.
That's right.
I see you. Well, I'm doing all right. You know, I'm looking forward to Combo Breaker. Looking forward to seeing you again at Combo Breaker, my man. It's going to be a good time this weekend.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to Combo Breaker myself. And last but not least, we have the one, the only, McDareth.
What? Like, where is this going? Okay, didn't expect that. Okay, let me do my best, Fidel. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's McDareth here. You know, we got another hype moment. You know, we're going to do this. You know, gotta be hype with the new Sonic thing come around. We'll be hype over here. You know,
I don't think you're capable of generating
I'm not.
enough.
Yeah, I'm not. That felt kind of weird. Yeah, but there he is. I tried though. There you go.
Was there any new Sonic news? Did we miss anything?
I really fucking hope not. I need y'all to shut the fuck up about Sonic.
I mean, there was not really game news. There was okay, so there was one thing. It basically came out that Sonic Prime and Sonic Superstars, Sega made a lore team for Sonic. The lore team submitted that to them, right? For submitted documents to them for stuff.
Right, well, that was enough. Anyway, we got lots of gaming news this week to talk about. Obviously, since the last show, Switch 2 got confirmed officially. We now know that there's going to be a June Nintendo Direct. We got the Summer Games Fest 2024. We got lots of predictions to go over there. I just recently saw Star Wars Episode 1 in theaters, so we're going to have a full 20-minute long conversation about Episode 1 and why the prequels are significantly better than the sequels, and it's not even a question. And the first thing I want to kick things off with, though, because Tito's off to go buy a house right now. What neighborhood, by the way, Tito?
Why are you throwing out my business, bro?
What neighborhood are you buying the house in?
What the fuck?
Is it in Maryland? Is it in New Jersey? Is it in New York?
Why are you doing that? No, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? I want to know why you're doing that. Answer me.
Because you're the main MultiVersus guy, and with MultiVersus coming out, you're going to be making a lot of money.
Don't jujitsu your way out of this, bitch. Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Because we're talking about MultiVersus.
No. Stop. No. Why did you do that?
Well, you're not broke.
All right, man.
You're not broke.
This is really.
You're buying a house.
Is really crazy. I'm not telling you anything ever about my life ever again, bro. Oh God, I'm not.
Well, what do you want to start with in regards to MultiVersus?
Go ahead, Rivero.
All right. Speaking as someone who isn't much of a fan of MultiVersus, I tried it, tried the alphas, tried the early release. Didn't like how it felt. A lot of interesting ideas in there, but wasn't a big fan of how the characters maneuvered and all that jazz. That trailer was fire. That trailer was really good.
I agree.
I thought it was so cool. The one that revealed the new characters, the one with that cool final shot of all the characters what they revealed so far. It was a damn good trailer.
Speaking of that trailer, by the way, the two new characters that got confirmed, we have Jason Voorhees from the Friday the 13th franchise. We've got Agent Smith from The Matrix. But then also that trailer teased a lot of other characters as well.
There's a little like
bit
12.
Right. There's that little bit by the Warner Brothers Tower where you see Samurai Jack's katana fly out. You see the Powerpuff Girls plushie. You see Raven's pentagram inside the scene with Wonder Woman.
Trident is in the same scene.
Aquaman's trident, exactly. Were there any other ones? Some big ones that stood out?
Yes. I have a list here. Hold on.
Let's do it. The broom from the Wicked Witch?
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that could be a couple of different things.
Or Harry Potter. It could be Harry Potter.
Yeah,
too.
people are thinking probably actually Harry Potter, but there was Raven. There was a bunch of stuff for there's a bunch of Teen Titans stuff here. Dexter got teased. Obviously, Powerpuff Girls got teased.
Dexter.
Scooby.
When did Dexter get teased?
You see in the shot where Marvin is on the floor next to Iron Giant. Dexter's gloves and his glasses are right off screen. Like you see them. They're like cut off. Like here. Like I'll post this picture here.
Oh,
like,
I see it. I literally just pulled it up.
The Dexter's Lab stage.
Yes.
Haven't we? So
yeah. We've already seen the Dexter's Lab stage.
Oh, great.
I would not be surprised if you get like the crazy part about the roster to me, and again, the game, we're putting the gameplay aside, the MultiVersus presentation is fire. Like that's undeniably objective. Like you can't, like the production of it is a very high quality, even if you don't like the game. The game's fun to me. It's not the most competitive thing ever in the world to me, but because I understand that doubles is just really hard to do competitively. But the game, the way it's presented is very, very good. I'm just excited.
Not to cut you off, but you said, doubles and competitive. Is the only way that this is played competitive in doubles? There's no 1v1?
That was in but obviously in the
pre-beta.
Alpha. Pre-beta,
right.
that was the dominant, the game was built, presented as a doubles game.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they tried to address it and meet in the middle, but I know I know that based off a lot of interviews and things like that, their intention was to create a game built around doubles that can do singles, but the game is really supposed to be played 2v2. Now, I don't know if that's the case right now with the new version, but we'll see. I mean, but either way, I think the game is presented really well. It's a really strong, in my opinion, starting roster in terms of just characters.
I
mean, like going back off of what they said what they showed in the alphas. Since then, you got Joker, you have Marvin the Martian, you have the banana guy from Adventure Time, I think.
Yep.
And then you have now
Banana Guard. That's right.
Banana Guard, and now you have Agent Smith, and you have what do you call it? Jason. And I would probably expect Jason to the way they presented it and the way I think not. I don't think that's all the launch roster. I don't think that's the launch roster actually.
Okay.
I think it's a mix of launch roster and season 1.
I don't know. I kind of feel like this is going to be the launch roster because they teased so many other characters that I would be surprised if that wasn't meant to be your teaser for the characters that they were going to add to it. Also, didn't the Jason training room stuff leak a while ago? Didn't Coney accidentally show that?
I juked all of those, thankfully, so I got to watch the shit free. But
got it.
I mean, it would not surprise me if either Jason or Agent Smith were like first character in Battle Pass type deal, as opposed to launch.
Sure.
But the game is that roster is strong, man. Like in these games, the roster is like 90% of it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, if you have a good roster and lots of cool characters.
Yeah, I think the coolest thing about this game in general is that even compared to other crossover games, even compared to something like Smash, like the choices are genuinely very unpredictable. Like you actually just don't know who's going to get added because the breadth of IPs under the Warner Brothers moniker is so astronomically huge that they could just put anyone, and there's no restriction on like the style of character either. I mean, we got a character from The Matrix fighting Bugs Bunny and Adventure Time characters
Tom
and
Jerry,
LeBron James and like
LeBron James is wild.
It's so out there, and I think that is gonna be the continuous exciting factor for the game, at least in my opinion.
Well,
Most
regardless
definitely.
of the competitive aspect of it, right? If we're looking at solely on whether the game will make money or not, they're doing the right thing by cashing in on the best part of Smash, really, which is character reveal.
Oh,
like
100%.
Like that is 95% of the things people get. Like, people don't really get hype about tournaments and shit. Like they don't give a fuck. Like, on the whole, like on a mass, they care about character reveals and character trailers and character returns and rosters and DLC. Like, and because of that, they're basically saying, yeah, that's gonna be our game because we have more to, like, they literally can pull from more places than
anybody.
Than anybody.
Which I also think is really smart in order to do like those character reveal teasers, because again, like you just mentioned it, that's the thing that gets me excited, is seeing who they're going to add to it. Like, I guarantee you, if they end up teasing or hyping up a potential Godzilla launch trailer, I'm there doing a reaction day one. And I know there's a lot of people who are going to be the same way. Like, if they're hearing rumblings that their favorite character is going to be revealed, or they're even just going to announce plainly that there's going to be a character reveal, people will tune in to watch.
You know what they need to do now, especially after that trailer? This game.
Why are you hating right now?
Need it needs like a subspace emissary type single player mode.
For sure. Haven't they announced that there's some type of single player mode, like an arcade type deal?
Yeah, it's an arcade mode. Like, it's like an arcade mode, but with like, think of it like more like Smash 4 and Ultimate arcade mode, where it's like, you think of it like you get versions. It's not like Metal Mario. It's not there, but like that's every single one, and you can like branch off. Sure. It's like the Mortal Kombat mode, the crypt thing.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking? It's not the walking around and getting shit part, but the gameplay loop of like,
about, like,
okay, now
towers?
You fight Scorpion. Yeah. Well, like, now you fight Scorpion, but Scorpion has every time he hits you, you take damage, like that kind of shit.
I do also want to bring this up while I'm thinking of it. This is kind of off topic a little bit, but one thing I also really appreciated about the trailer that I actually think Nintendo could learn from is I thought it was really cool how they sort of canonized the alternate costumes as their own characters within the trailer. Like, where you had the cat from Adventure Time that's the skin for Finn, or you had Wonder Woman fighting all her different alt costumes. You had Bugs Bunny in one of his other skins as well, and I thought that was really cool. I feel like if Nintendo went in that direction with the next Smash or something and had these really cool, intricate alternate costumes, I'd be super excited about it.
They kind of did that with the Belmonts, right? Kind of.
A little bit. I mean, but those are echoes. Those aren't necessarily like alternate costumes. That's just, they're echo fighters, right? Like, I'm talking about, they're not really echo fighters in this game, right? Like, the cat literally is, you choose Jake and it's a skin for Jake.
Right.
Or like, right, yeah. So that'd be like if Richter was a skin for Simon. He's not. He's classified as his own separate character.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, look, if games like with the Switch 2 coming out, I am interested. I don't think it impacts obviously Smash in any way, because I think they're gonna do whatever they want. However, the thing that I'm always worried about as it pertains to Smash is that, like, after Ultimate, like what do you do with the roster? Like, I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know what's gonna be in there. You're not gonna surprise me.
Like, well, I don't know. I feel like they probably will find a way to do it.
After Ultimate, you're not gonna surprise me.
Maybe do you mean surprise in terms of like characters? Because any character can get in there now after Sora, and now it's like, okay, there's no way of surprising it because everything makes sense. Or are you saying surprise in terms of there aren't video game characters?
I just don't know. I don't think though. I think that. I don't think it will ever go past Sora. Like, I don't think, like, because I don't think another, like, there might be other characters that are added that weren't added before that are cool, but like, I just don't see another character reaching the level of impossible Sora is. So I definitely
think in terms of mainstream people, there's a lot they could do, right? You could do Fortnite, you could do Roblox, you could do, I mean, there's like numbers of stuff that wouldn't necessarily get us excited, but I feel like would hit.
Well, I think
you could do Call of Duty Admiral. You could do, you know.
Yeah, I definitely, if you're doing Call of Duty, it's got to be Ghost of any of them.
Or there you go. Or like, what's
popular.
a GTA character or something like that? You know, there's definitely stuff that they can do.
But I was going to say, I think more so than just seeing who the character is, seeing how they play, I think is also a lot of, well, for me, that's a lot of fun with the Smash reveals. It's like when I actually get to see the character play, because you can, if they just show the character, then it's fun the lead up to when they actually discuss, like the Sakurai video, discuss how they play, talking about, they could use this move or this move, how it's going to work. Like I remember Kazuya, when they showed that off, and just sitting on stream and talking about it, it's like, oh, with all these inputs, he's definitely doing 8-way directions, and like he showed off, like, yeah, he's doing that. And it's just like, I think that part's fun. But yeah, there's probably not gonna be something.
I'm sure they're gonna do something similar with the new characters in this though too, right? I'm sure there'll be like breakdowns that they post for Jason or for Agent Smith or for whoever else they end up adding after.
Yeah, they did it with the beta.
There you go. Yeah, so I'm sure they'll keep doing that, and I think that's smart, to be honest.
I think for this game, like this, of everything I've seen pre-launch, this trailer was the most thing that made me like, okay, maybe I'll try this out again. But this game is dealing with the fact that it already had a soft launch. It was a beta, but it was almost like a full release at that point. So it's an uphill battle to get everyone's attention again.
Oh, they fucking lost my ass.
Permanently? There's nothing
we know about you,
to get
Bro,
you back?
of course, permanently. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck about that trash ass game.
Wait, why do you say of course?
Bro, because I played it for a long time and it was just...
I mean, I played it a lot too, but I mean, like...
It just felt gross, man. Baby ass, fucking floaty ass, slow motion ass game, bro. I need them to speed that shit up.
But you haven't played it. You don't know that they did.
Have they since?
You haven't played it.
Well, the last trailer I saw, I didn't even see the one today, but the last gameplay I saw,
there's no
shit
gameplay
definitely looked like it was in slow. What are you talking about?
No, there's no gameplay in the one that dropped today. There's no game.
What was that shit they put on Twitter not that long ago?
Yeah, the one they showed before was ultra slow. I don't know what they were thinking.
Yeah, that was a ultra slow, like slow ass build. But
did
like
they purposely try to slow it down to get like a better idea of what's happening, or
that's a very
I don't know what the
fighting
fuck they
game
did.
thing. That's a very like fighting games do that a lot, and I hate it. But like they
Filthy Bob, I know you're not serious right now. Does that even make sense to you?
Wait, what did Filthy Bob say?
He said, "Nigga play Stride talking about baby." What? We talking about multiverse. You talking about Stride? What are you saying right now?
It's a totally different type of game.
I don't even understand that.
I mean, that's like, yeah, that doesn't really make it.
Like I said, I'm not. I mean, I get it because it's one of those things where it's like, if you just want to play Smash, then shut up and play Smash. But like, it's like one of those things. Not you. I'm talking about a person.
Of course,
because it's not Smash. It's not going to be Smash. It's not going to play like Smash. So, and it shouldn't. It would be awful.
Why are you saying that like it's not attempted to be similar enough to Smash for me to play that shit in the first place?
Because it's a platform fighter with aerials. Like I don't understand. Like what are you saying?
But I think the thing,
not other fighting games can't play like
you can have.
You hate.
Why are you pretending like not every single platform fighter that comes out doesn't have extreme similarities to Smash Bros. On purpose?
You could say that about every fighting game as it relates to Street Fighter. Right.
What are we talking about? What you're saying essentially is that obviously they are adapting a lot of stuff from Smash. Got the idea for the crossover type thing from it, like of course. But the game itself, in order to be successful, needs to differentiate itself in some way, right? Like if Street Fighter played exactly like Mortal Kombat, played exactly like right, but that's what Tito's saying.
I never disagreed with that.
I was saying,
I understood what he was saying.
Yeah. I was making a point of like the gameplay is the gameplay. If you don't like that gameplay, then you're not going to like the game anyway. So just not you, a person. So if a person wants to play Smash, go play Smash because this game is not Smash, even though it's a platform fighter. Just like,
well, it doesn't need to be Smash. Either way, if it's a competitive game, that shit was fucking gross. So hopefully they change that shit. But I think I'm done regardless. I don't see them changing it enough.
Right, I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to convince you. Yeah, because I also think the game is like you hate doubles, so you're not gonna play doubles anyway, even if it is 2v. So it's like it's not for you.
I played it though. It ain't even about that. If the game didn't feel like ass, I would have played it longer. I definitely would have. But obviously, I haven't played the new version, so. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, yeah, I mean, I feel that.
You said you're in the same boat, Viram?
The last time I seen the game, it was in slow motion. So that's what I'm basing it off. Obviously, I haven't played the shit. So what if the game makes you money though? What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Wait, but so Shofu is basically saying nothing's gonna like get you into it at this point. But Viram, are you also in that same camp where you said obviously you were turned off by that first build, but like, are you willing to give it another chance after this trailer, or are you also completely checked out?
Probably not. Like, very similar to Shofu, I think the game at its core, the core gameplay would have to change very drastically. Like,
that's all I was saying.
The characters would have to be completely different, and I don't think they're going to do that, which is fine because they have an audience with the game that they have, and that's that's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I also
that's all I'm saying.
Nah, I didn't say it in a nice way, but that's what I meant. Get that fucking baby ass game out of my face, bro.
I'm here to say the things in the nice ways.
I got you, bro.
There you go.
I've heard some rumblings that they've been working on it, but I need to see it. Basically, that's where I'm at.
Because I'm the much more casual fighting game person of everybody in this call, but I also feel like I enjoyed what I played of MultiVersus. I fell off of it. I think because there was a lot of stuff that was going on that was weird. I feel like characters that they were adding weren't ones that I was interested in for a while. I feel like it started to feel like the real game would never come out and that it was in beta for a long time. Like, I never believed when I was playing the game that I was playing like a final version. I always assumed that they were eventually going to launch it because that was a beta. They said it was a beta. And so when they shut everything down, I was like, that's fine, right? It's not like they're saying the game's ending forever. They just said, we're shutting things down to make more characters and to develop things. And so I went, cool, I'll go play any number of other things. I don't need to dedicate my life to
here, a little devil's
advocate. Of course.
Okay, because a lot of games nowadays, when they hit the beta phase, not every, okay? I'm just saying a lot of games, but especially when they have an open beta, they're just open and then the game just ticks over and now it's live. Like, that's just kind of the trend for these kind of live service games when you want to get people paying for stuff, so it goes into it. So the fact that they brought it down when they don't think it was intentional for them to bring it down like that, it's because their player base was going down. So they're like, okay, we need to do something big, bring it down, put in the time, which is good on them to be able to bring it down, put in the time, right? Not saying that's bad, but I'm just saying, like, it's also a red flag that happened to begin with. It's good on one end, because they're putting all this time in so they can hopefully get a better product that brings people back in. But also, it's a little worrisome because they had to bring it down because people weren't interested.
Sure. See, the thing, I don't know, the thing that never really bothered me with MultiVersus when I played it during the beta was that, like, I know people were saying, I can't believe I bought this, or I can't believe I did this or poured this money into it. But, you know, I play Genshin, right? I play Honkai. So I'm used to these games that have gacha mechanics and you have to pay money to get certain characters. But, like, you don't have to do that. Like, I thoroughly enjoy playing Star Rail.
The whole thing.
I'm playing free to play unless someone's, like, donating for me to do a pull, and I'm perfectly okay. And I feel like with this, it's the same type of thing. If I wanted to test the characters out, I would play practice mode or whatever to test them out, because all the characters, correct me if I'm wrong, were always free in practice mode, right? So I could play practice mode, and then if I'm like, I vibe with this character, I would spend the little in-game currency that I earned through actually playing the game on, like, one of those, what were they? They were like fighter passes or something, right? That you would turn in the pass and then you would get the character. And I think I still on my account have like 10 of those, because I didn't end up unlocking other characters. I played like the same 4 characters, and I had plenty of fun doing that, you know? Well, and so I think there's a way to go about. So, like, for me, I guess the reason why I'm saying this is, like, maybe the reason I wasn't bothered by it was because they pulled the plug and I didn't invest anything, right? Like, I didn't have any of my own money into it. So I was like, cool, when they bring it back, they bring it back. But if not, like, I had fun with it, no big loss. You know what I mean?
But the thing is, it's like, they're...
Welcome, Seth, by the way.
And the thing specifically about that, there is a difference, and that's why I wanted to mention the production earlier, because there is a difference between a game that is making a choice that you don't like versus the actual production value of the game.
Which in this is unquestionably high.
I'm not saying that anybody's saying different. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that is the sometimes, not any of us, because we all have brains, but the narrative becomes conflates the two.
I get that.
Where because I don't like the game is bad, right?
Whereas for me, the thing that matters more to me.
What are we talking about?
Oh, Zach, please, man. You know what I'm saying? You talking about MultiVersus, brother? Best game.
Oh, I got you, bro. What's up?
Because I think the other big thing about this.
What's the truth? What's the truth?
Thing, wait,
all right, Shofu, real quick. Go ahead, put this video up on stream.
Okay, what is this? What is this? Oh, that's the one we were talking about. Just
this is the one we're talking about.
Where he looks like he's being dragged. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see this joint, bro. Hold on, kid.
Yeah, really fucking ridiculous.
I haven't seen this.
Oh, you haven't seen this one with Gizmo?
I haven't seen anything that came out today. At least the last time I saw this game was
this is May 2nd
on Twitter, and it was in slow motion and underwater. So I was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they fixed anything. What if they did, and it looks like that? I don't know.
See, because the one thing I did want to say right before Zeph came in was that the production value is the thing that sells me on it and the thing that's going to pull me back in. Like, because it looks so good, I think that's the big thing for me, no matter how good Rival Maker is or like whatever any of these other Smash.
The production value is good in certain areas. I wouldn't say
right,
like as
right. In the areas that matter to me, which is like, which I know is stupid that like for me it's not
just a little guy combo.
Gizmo combo.
It's a Gizmo combo.
I mean, I see it, but what exactly?
Like, look at the way Superman moves. It looks like he's being dragged in MS Paint.
I thought he was just in
Gizmo.
He's in Hit Stun.
Yeah, isn't he? In like
but typically in Hit Stun you don't move in one static frame.
See, that's weird because like on the topic of things that I care, like that doesn't bother me at all. Whereas the thing that would bother me is like if the visual style, which again, this has nothing to do with the game. I understand I'm in the minority. Like, is the visual style of the menu good? Is the music excellent? Are the trailers exciting and fun?
Music,
like,
I don't know. That shit sounds like Netflix original.
A lot of the music doesn't really make sense, like in the background of a fighting scene to me. But I don't mind that part.
Right, of course. But I like that
the gameplay is the only thing I have the problem with. That's it.
Sounds like Overwatch music.
It's totally fair. And that's to be fair, I liked Overwatch music as well. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and I mean that's basically what we're saying, because especially since the game is in a free to play like model, like I'm more interested in whether this actually works than I am in the game, to be honest.
Right. I'm more interested in the characters that they add, what the scene is going to look like a year from now.
I think this model works. It's just not. I don't think this game will make it work like as a long haul. Because I think Project L will do it.
Project L definitely will.
What is this shit called? What the?
I don't know.
OKKO.
I don't know. That name's kind of.
OKKO is that TV show, isn't it?
You're right.
Yes, OKKO is the show with the little guy with the headband. You're right.
I'm calling it Project L for the rest of my life, so it's fine.
See, but the thing on that front too, though, which again makes this MultiVersus thing interesting, is Project L is not a platform fighter. Like, to me, there has never been, no matter how good the game is, there has never been a platform fighter other than Smash Brothers that has held my attention for longer than like 30 minutes. And the fact that this even managed to do that at all is like amazing to me.
It's crazy. There still isn't one.
What?
No, I mean, to be fair, there's not really.
Oh, okay.
I don't like any of these.
Like, if you don't like this, I can't imagine. Like,
then you just want to play Smash. Like, that's
right.
No,
right. But see, the thing that makes Smash fun to me is
they
like
all
seeing
end
the
up having
characters
like
interact.
one big glaring issue. Rivals 2 might be the closest thing I've played.
It is.
Yeah.
And no, to Pickles.
The recent update is very stupid, and I hope they revert it or at least tweak it or something, because that was a bad idea. Because now you can just do Smash 64 combos, which is cool, but maybe don't do that.
I mean, we talked about this like last year, where to me, other than the reveals, the thing that I think this game does better than any Smash-like platform fighter other than Smash is character design. The character design
agree.
and the move design, like
in there, and they look like they make.
Can we talk about leak?
Like the leaks from the trailer, like went out from the trailer, or leaks
I don't know what it's from.
Post it in the chat. Well, I've seen them now.
Post the image that I saw.
Yeah,
but
I'm like,
specifically, I'm talking about the fact that I've said multiple. Bugs Bunny plays exactly like Bugs Bunny should play, and like Batman plays exactly how he should play, etc.
Tom and Jerry,
and the thing is, it's like
Batman
you can't get that.
He should have way more hands.
This.
No, bro. Batman got hands.
Oh yeah, we've talked about
no,
this already.
Yeah,
why the fuck did they make Jason look like Kingpin?
That shit is funny as hell.
Is he bulky in one of the movies?
He's never like that.
I ain't never seen him look like that. Bro.
He's never built like this. This is like if he was in One Piece.
Full-grown man.
I think that's great.
You're saying if he was in One Piece,
because isn't Jason like canonically supposed to be like 7 feet tall? Like,
oh yeah, he's super tall.
Oh,
he's
that
like
makes sense.
He's a big guy. He's just not.
Yeah, it's like the muscle structure. It's what's kind of odd with his model.
I don't know. I think it's fun. I like it.
If it was like a costume, I'd be fine. But you can't do that, I guess, obviously.
I mean, they're probably going to get different masks. Or you mean for the full body? Yeah, probably not that.
Yeah, for the full body. Yeah, because you can't change the model.
Like, he'll probably get like Jason X and shit like that.
But what we're like, that's what I was saying, Roger, is like, to me, like, that's where you are, that's the things that draw you to a game like this. Right. To me, it's like about, like, when I play Incineroar in Smash, I'm playing Incineroar because it plays exactly like Incineroar should play in Smash and no other reason. And I feel that way about characters in this game where no two characters play at all the same. And for me, regardless of the overall gameplay, whatever you want to say about the game, to me, that's what keeps me interested. Because then I go, oh shit. When I click a new box for a new character, there's a whole new area of things I get to learn with a new character.
I think it's also just a matter of IPs that have, like, not even IPs, like companies that own cool IPs wanting to even try making a platform fighter, because all of these, like, I think it's fair to say at least 90% of these platform fighters, the characters are they're like Alex the Turtle. Who is this?
Shouts to Alex.
I think if we had a platform fighter from like Capcom or something, people would play it.
Oh, of course. But again, that comes down to me, and this is why I personally play them. To me, it comes down to, are the characters that are crossing over with each other characters that I care about at all? Like, and that even dates back to stuff that's not platform fighters, right? You look at like a Marvel versus Capcom or whatever, like that Tatsunoko versus Capcom. Like, it's cool just seeing those characters interacting with one another. So you're totally right in that, like, any of these companies could make that type of thing, so long as the characters, to me, are interesting enough, right?
Technically speaking, the series of Naruto games on the PS2 were platform fighters.
The Clash of Ninja games or whatever?
No, Ultimate Ninja.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, speaking of, they also had Jump Ultimate Stars that was on DS and 3DS, and the only difference with that one is that it was a platform fighter, but you couldn't get knocked off the stage. You would get knocked out of the manga panel, and then you would like fly through the wall into another.
It's really crazy, by the way. They're willing to do jump crossover with everything except for like a real fighting game. It's really crazy.
Well, we have Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, but imagine that with all jump.
That would have been amazing. Yeah.
Well,
it would be amazing if they just made Jump Ultimate Stars.
They just refuse to make good anime fighting games, bro. That shit is ass.
Yeah, it's because the people that buy, they're willing to just eat shit out of someone's ass. That's the truth.
And that's what a lot of these games are now, dude.
Just like Pokemon.
I think that's about to change, though, because Bandai Namco.
Of course it is. Bro.
Yes, it is, because they
kind of the same, and you're making it into a ring of fire. You don't gotta
very
have
few different.
And you give them all cinematic supers, so you only have to do it once. So like there was no gameplay.
Like 10
they all have a beam.
Ish years ago, there was still experimentation where there was like anime RPGs or like platformers or beat 'em ups. But if there's an anime, it just gets an arena fighter every time.
That Hunter game is gonna be dog shit.
Yeah, that does not look good, dude. The Hunter. I'm glad you actually
bring
that up.
Very bad, but the developers might be kind of nice.
Yeah, so that game is like, I think that game is gonna be dog shit, but in an endearing way, because
it's Marvel.
It's gonna be like full on Kusage. People are gonna find minute 1 infinites. It's gonna be balls to the wall. It's gonna
be Bungee Gum Infinite.
So you're saying it's gonna be a combo breaker? It's gonna be a combo breaker side event.
Yes,
I'm cool with that. That's fine.
Kurapika chain loops.
Yep. But it's like a lot of modern it's not going to appeal to a lot of like modern fighting game player sensibilities, but it's like
Yeah,
kind of filling a niche.
If it comes out cheap, I could see it actually kind of being successful.
Well, it's free, isn't it? A mobile game?
Is it free? No,
I'm
pretty
sure.
Dude, no, it's just ugly as fuck.
Yeah, it's not a mobile game.
Not a mobile game.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look
The
like
Hunter game? Wait.
It's just ugly as shit, dude.
Look it up, bro.
Are you sure?
Bro?
Yes, bro.
Why would 5 people lie to you?
Coming out on like
why would 5 of your
PS5
friends lie to you?
and stuff?
I guess that's true.
I think it's gonna be like Marvel Infinite for me, where it's very fun, but
oh my god, yeah,
horrendous.
PS5 and Switch. What? I genuinely thought until just now that it's a Marvel game.
Who left, bro?
I mean, not a Marvel game, it's a mobile game.
Yeah, Tito said he had to leave early.
Oh, okay.
What in the world? I can't believe this is a.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you, Roger.
I really thought it was a mobile game.
No, yeah, it just looks bad. It's not a mobile game.
There's no excuse for this. This upsets me.
No, they decided to go with the PS2 look in the modern day.
Even when I saw gameplay of this, though, like
the art style reminds me of Clash of Ninja. By the way, I'm not joking.
No, it does a little for sure. I mean, it looks like, but those games were PS2, PS3.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What the heck, man? See, this is unfortunate. Like like you said, if the game is just fun,
get like $5 to work with.
But I mean, still in all, dude, this is like.
You know those Twitter pictures where it's like you have $15 and there's like a set of games? It's like that, but with developers.
Yeah. Dang, man. Dang. Well, all right. That makes me sad. That makes me sad that that's the state of the Hunter x Hunter game.
Unless you're gay, like even the biggest anime in the world, or like multiple, like all of them, pretty much except Dragon Ball, get lackluster games.
Yeah,
One Piece is still hoping and praying to God
for one game, bro. One good game.
One Piece is gonna get a Fighters or something like that.
Hey, who knows, man?
It will.
It's really crazy that One Piece, like.
Well,
it hasn't even gotten like a Storm equivalent, dude.
Did you see there's a mobile game that's currently in beta right now that's in China for One Piece? That game looks insane.
Yeah, there's a Naruto game in China too that looks crazy.
Because the production value, like going back to the discussion we did about MultiVersus earlier, dude, the production value is amazing.
Look, watch this.
Project Fighter One Piece.
I think you would specifically like.
Let me see this. Oh, this is the Naruto one. I've seen this.
Yeah. This shit is crazy.
Yeah. And it does make me wonder, like, why not bring that over? Because I'm sure people would play that. And it's also considering, One Piece is such a massive franchise with so many characters. Like, if they ended up doing some type of gacha mechanic to get characters, dude, people would be pulling for 8 different types of Zoros. They'd be doing.
I'm pretty sure it's stuff like. Character. I'm pretty sure it's stuff like games that are released in China are made for the Chinese market.
Also, mobile games
some shit
kill it in China, so they can afford to put it on their budget because they make so much money.
But I feel like if they already have the game, right, and it's a property as big as One Piece, and people here are hankering for a good One Piece mobile game, it wouldn't make any sense whatsoever for them to not bring that over eventually.
So I agree.
Like instead of another 3-4 games.
Again, I don't understand why they don't just make a jump gacha. Like,
yeah, I mean, they could easily do that too.
That way they could even put their less profitable series in.
Yeah. Get more people into the series and stuff.
I just want a good anime fighting game that isn't Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Like anything. I don't even care what it is.
Even today, Sparking Zero still looks like the only good arena
anything, bro. I'll take My Hero too. I don't care.
I don't care.
Any show that has a variety of characters.
Give me anything and just make it good.
Yeah.
I'll play anything.
Well, we were talking about some depressing stuff earlier. We were saying, the sad state of affairs with anime games. And so I want to move on to some other sad news, which is Square Enix reporting that their Final Fantasy games have underdelivered. Though there is a golden lining on this cloud, which is that apparently they are focusing moving forward on bringing all their games to all the different platforms with a renewed focus on Nintendo platforms. And I think that's great. That'll be really good.
Obviously underdeliver when you release an exclusive for a console that 22 people have.
That's also a sequel to a game that not everybody played,
I mean, and this is the thing, like, the only people that are going to play Rebirth are the people that played Remake, and not everybody who played Remake necessarily enjoyed it enough to want to play Rebirth.
Kingdom Hearts is coming to Steam, by the way.
Not every.
Yeah, well, that was exactly why I was bringing this up. Is because they just announced that like an hour ago that Kingdom Hearts and those games are coming to Steam. They were already on Epic Game Store, but now they're officially going to be on Steam, which is good.
Yeah, I feel like for a company the size of Square Enix and for the games they're making, the bag from Sony needs to be massive to actually make it worth them not putting it on more systems.
I think the thing is though, like Rebirth, they already straight up said that exclusivity ends at the end of May. So they could very easily tomorrow be like, hey, we're going to put Rebirth on Steam and it wouldn't matter.
You talk about the Shiver Entertainment thing?
No, we're going to. We haven't talked about anything other than MultiVersus. So you're coming in very early on. I know you said you weren't sure if you were going to make it on tonight, but no, you're coming on at a good time because we have really gone over a lot of stuff. So on the topic of Shiver, since we're bringing that up, Nintendo literally, again, just before the show, announced their acquisition of a company called Shiver Entertainment. They are a Miami-based game developer that focuses on porting big multi-platform games over to the Switch to make them work. Their two big examples recently were Hogwarts Legacy and the new Mortal Kombat game as well. I actually think this is really smart of them.
Wait. Yes. So, did they do the original port of Mortal Kombat, or
no, the new one?
Okay.
I'm
saying like Mortal Kombat 1. Did they port that?
I don't know. Whatever the new one is.
Yeah, that's Mortal Kombat 1.
Mortal Kombat 1. That port is dog shit.
Yeah, that's why I was bringing that
really?
up. Yeah, it was
really ugly.
Oh, well then I don't know. Well, they bought them, so I don't know what to tell you. They purchased the company here. I can go on the Shiver website real quick.
Hopefully they just have more in their resume because that was not that one was.
Well, let me look it up. Hold on. I'm glad you said that. Hold on. Let me look.
I think for what it was, I remember hearing the Hogwarts port wasn't bad. Getting that to work on the Switch is impressive.
Let me see. Shiver,
and that's probably why they were picked. And they were cheap, I bet.
Shiver worked primarily on the Scribblenauts franchise prior to this, as well as ports of popular games, Mortal Kombat and Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah. So I don't think they own the IP. I think Fifth Cell owns the IP for Scribblenauts, but it really just seems like the reason why they acquisition them is probably in the lead up to, Switch 2 and the new systems and all that kind of stuff, where obviously you can port stuff over easier. And I think it's smart to, pick up a company like this that solely will focus on helping third parties bring their stuff over to the Switch. They did say, though, in this document, let me read this real quick. Nintendo hereby announces that it's entered an agreement with Embracer Group to acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of Shiver. The purpose of the acquisition is that Shiver is a game development company that develops software for multiple platforms, including the Switch. And since the establishment has partnered with publishers and developers for commissions for large-scale title developments being ported over to the Switch. And then they mention Hogwarts and Mortal Kombat. Nintendo will acquire 100% of the outstanding shares of Shiver and make it a wholly owned subsidiary. And by welcoming Shiver's experienced and accomplished dev team, they aim to secure high-level resources for porting and developing software titles. Going forward, even as it becomes part of Nintendo Group, Shiver's focus will remain the same, continuing commissions that port and develop software for multiple platforms, including Nintendo Switch. Which is also interesting that they say develop software for multiple platforms, meaning that potentially this will be to bring maybe some Nintendo things over to other systems as well, which would be kind of weird.
And hearing they got it from Embracer, that was a fire sale because Embracer gobbled up a bunch of companies and realized they don't know what they're doing and now trying to sell them off.
Yeah. One other quick thing to note, since we're on the topic of Nintendo, is they officially announced two things during their recent investors meeting. One, that of course they finally confirmed the existence of Switch 2. They said there will not be any information on Switch 2 during their other announcement during this investor meeting, which was the June Direct that is coming up probably in just a couple weeks, potentially by the next episode of the show. They basically said that the June Direct will focus on Switch games throughout the rest of the year, but will not talk about Switch 2, and that will be talked about at a later date. And, now is probably a good opportunity to start these predictions of what we think is going to be in this, because most likely this will be the last full Switch Nintendo Direct before Switch 2 ends up getting announced. This is going to be their direct where they outline everything else that's coming out throughout the rest of the year. The last couple Switch games, obviously we talked during the last show about that leak about a game codenamed Banquet that's being developed for the Switch. I think we all talked about that being a Mario Party, right? That Mario Party lines up with the 3-year development cycle of the other Mario Party games. Makes sense to have a Mario game out this year. But any other predictions for what you guys think we're going to end up seeing during this?
I think if this is the actual last one, they have to say something about Metroid Prime 4.
Like they don't.
I think not even if they don't give us a date or anything.
They don't.
Just tell us it exists.
That didn't even come out on this console.
But I feel like if it's the last one for the Switch, because my thoughts were like, okay, well, my thoughts were like, okay, well, Monolith Saw's next game. I pray they wait on that because
they are.
Save
they
them
are.
From the Switch, please.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're doing Switch 2.
So besides that, it's like we have everything. Like, yeah, you said a Mario Party game maybe, but like I don't know what else Nintendo could even talk about at this point. They covered everything.
Looking at their lineup, obviously they already released a bunch of stuff this year, but I think there's a lot of really obvious ports that they could either shadow drop or sprinkle out throughout the rest of the year. We talked about that rumored Kid Icarus port, which lined up with all the other rumors that then came true regarding Dark Moon and things like that, so that seems like something they could do. I think Prime 2 could end up shadow dropping during this. There were already the rumblings about Prime 2 Remastered being developed at the same time as Metroid Prime in the lead up to Metroid 4. So I feel like that's probably another one that'll show up here either as a shadow drop or potentially like a fall release. The Wind Waker Twilight Princess HD ports are also other things that'll probably be in this. Again, new Mario Party, that could be like their big new game that isn't just a port of something else. And then in terms of like another big game that I think they could do, I think we're probably going to end up seeing that Fire Emblem Echoes Genealogy remake as well, which while that would be a remake, it's not necessarily on the same level of something like a remaster or like the other port.
I guess Fire Emblem was kind of,
a pretty big thing.
I think also where I'm at right now is I like the Switch obviously, but the Switch as a system is starting to hinder itself. Like besides the portable part of it, not even just graphics, the fact that the system just has this huge built-in delay just because it's old. Like not just old, but like the design and the tech inside of it is old is what I mean. So the Switch has a massive delay. So like I really just want to see Switch 2, and I know I'm jumping the gun, and hopefully that's fixed because like if delay in Switch 2 is fixed, you can take any Switch game. If it's rumors of Truth Battles can battle, pop into the Switch 2, and then instantly it has less delay. And that's like so good for so many games.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything from any of their really big franchises. Again, I think a Mario Party and a Fire Emblem are pretty safe bets. But beyond that, I mean, we're not getting a new Xenoblade or a Donkey Kong or anything like that. Unless they're smaller side games, like if it was something along the lines of like a Jungle Beat versus a DK64 or like a Kirby, well, I guess they just did the Return to Dreamland, right? So they probably won't do that. But I was thinking maybe Kirby could be another one, or like have some small eShop Kirby type game. Maybe like another NSO focused game. Obviously we had F-Zero 99. People are still playing that to this day. Does very well for them. Tetris 99 also very good. Like I could see them maybe releasing some type of NSO focused game. Some type of smaller project. I also think the big thing that people aren't really taking into consideration in terms of things they could drop during this is they still have such a massive library of games that they could put on any of the systems that are already on NSO that, obviously a big focus for one of those directs last year was GoldenEye coming to the Switch, right? That being this huge deal. I could definitely see them doing something along the lines of like, hey, remember all those other Rare games that still aren't on NSO? Well, here's Banjo-Tooie, here's Diddy Kong Racing, here's Perfect Dark. Like I could see some type of big NSO drop like that happening during it, especially if this direct happens in the beginning of the month, which is when they usually end up doing those NSO drops. During the last couple weeks, they dropped Mario Land and a couple of the old Game Boy games as their May drop. So I feel like that would probably line up with some type of June direct. I could maybe see them porting that stuff over. I mean,
well, that's what I mean though, because like it's. For like a big announcement, and I get that's what you're about to say. For like a big announcement and a direct, it's hard to predict when like really what we're shooting for is like NSO stuff because it feels like at this point we should just wait.
Yeah, and I think they probably will, and I think that's probably why they clarified in the investor meeting like don't expect Switch 2 stuff in this, because I really do think this is their last dump of, hey, here's all the stuff that we're going to put on Switch. This is literally everything before we move over to the next system. Because I really do feel like by fall, if we end up having another Direct, it won't matter because that Direct will be shared with information regarding Switch 2. Like, I think they're probably going to end up doing something similar to what they did with the Switch, where they, had a whole big separate reveal trailer, and then they ended up doing like a separate presentation talking about it. But I think moving forward, after this June Direct, I think every Direct after this will have some type of allusion to or announcement related to Switch 2 stuff and won't just be focused on the Switch. Though there is one big Switch game beyond Metroid Prime 4 that I do think they could show during this. However, historically, Pokemon does their stuff a week before those summer directs. And so I actually think there'll probably be a Pokemon Presents by our next show that's focused on that Pokemon ZA.
They did do that one. I think it was the year that Smash was there. It was pretty much just Smash and Pokemon, and that was it. At like E3, I mean. So they could do Pokemon stuff at this.
Okay, so Pokemon Legends might be that then. Maybe that's when they show Pokemon Legends or whatever, is they show that during, because we still haven't seen gameplay for that. Yeah. Right? They just showed the teaser of Lumio City. So I feel like that could be that would actually justify a big Direct if that's not going to be
like
a Pokemon presentation.
Saver, definitely.
Yeah. You have, to be fair, that'd be pretty good. If you have Pokemon Legends, Fire Emblem, and Mario Party, plus a bunch of ports that people have been asking for and a bunch of NSO stuff people are asking for, that's great. They don't need anything else, right? Sony doesn't have any other big games coming out this year, neither does Microsoft. I think the only other big thing is the Indiana Jones game or something. Everybody's waiting for next year. And even the stuff that is interesting, that is potentially still coming later in the year, will be in the Summer Games Fest and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily think there will be a lot of other stuff, and I don't think people really need that.
Yeah, true. I forgot about that. Yeah, Pokemon ZA is still on the horizon. Yeah. So that's a big thing they could show off.
And that has been confirmed for... They even said during that first trailer that it's for the Switch family of systems, implying, too, that, hey, that might also be a cross-gen type deal, So, we'll see. But I do think Pokemon Legends is another really big one that we'll probably see during this. Any other big predictions for what we might see during this Direct that we haven't brought up? Nobody?
When is this supposed to be?
June. They've announced it's June, and it'll most likely be next week. No, not next week.
Whoa. They announced it?
No. Never mind. Take back what I said. No.
The fuck are you talking about?
It's not next week. It's not next week. Next week.
Just leak it, bro?
No, I didn't.
You hear that, my Nintendo?
No. Next week is still May. What I was saying is that I think during the first 2 weeks of June is when we're going to get this, because Summer Games Fest is happening. PlayStation also just announced the State of Play as well. So if it happens, it'll be happening by that point, I think. No, I'm not. I'm telling you guys right now, that's not a leak. That's not me knowing anything. I really genuinely meant to say the first week of June. I thought it was already the last week of May. So, my bad.
My Nintendo's coming.
They're not. Don't worry. They should know by this point. Splatoon didn't happen in Smash 4, so they should know, hey, just take a chill pill. It's going to be okay. Real Poison Steel said I want Pokken 2 only for McDareth to go crazy for it. Again,
see, it crossed my mind. I would have said it, but I don't remember when Pokken was first announced, and I don't see it.
Yeah, and that seems, again, that would be like a Pokemon Presents type deal.
Yeah,
I don't think
like
that
they would announce it first there, and then maybe show it later.
Yeah. Well, while we're, if we've already exhausted all the predictions for the Direct, why don't we move on to Summer Games Fest? Because obviously that's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. A lot of different games that could potentially be shown there. Jeff Keighley did his whole list of all the different companies that are there, and it's pretty much every company under the sun. Any other games you're looking forward to seeing updates for, or anything you think might end up being here that we've been waiting to find out more information about?
No, I don't know shit. I don't know what's coming out.
Sonic X Shadow and Monster Hunter Wilds.
That's the worst title for a fucking game, man. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Shadow?
Yeah, Sonic X Shadow Generations.
Oh, yeah.
Some poor innocent kid.
Crazy.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
oh, my God.
Look that shit up and get blown away.
Why did they do that? I didn't even think about that.
Man. Forever.
It's not too late to change it.
Yeah, some of the stuff that we already have predicted that could end up being there is Monster Hunter Wilds could have more information. Maybe that new Jet Set game that Sega's working on, that Sun Wukong game that everyone's been talking about. I'm sure we're going to get new stuff for City of the Wolves. That'll probably end up being there. Hollow Knight maybe could end up being during this thing. What are some of the maybe like another Street Fighter character or something too? I don't know.
Nah, because I think Street Fighter is gonna wait till Evo. Because they already did, like, this season's done, so Evo would be when they would show the next season, the big announcement.
Yeah, and Akuma comes out in literally a couple of days as well, so I think they'd want to let that like sit for a bit before revealing the content of the next season pass.
The Elden Ring DLC. Well, Elden Ring DLC comes out like what a week after Summer Games Fest, so I'm sure we probably will get a launch trailer for that.
Yeah, it's the week after the early access of Dawn Trail as well.
Yeah. Right.
Anything else? I'm surprised. Normally, these prediction shows, people are bouncing off the walls. I feel like
I feel like this is a slow year. Attention first. Yeah, like the only thing that I'm aware of that Nintendo's releasing this year is Paper Mario.
Well, I mean, Paper Mario is going to be out by the next show.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying I don't know shit.
Yeah. Well, Luigi's Mansion is still coming out too, right? That's after.
What is that? The Atlas game? I can't remember.
The Persona Fantasia one or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what's it called? That game looks.
God damn it! It's one
really
word.
Good.
Oh, Metaphor.
Metaphor. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, that game does look amazing.
Yeah, so I feel like that's like the biggest game I know.
When's that?
Now.
I think that's later this year, right?
But
I'm pretty
like
sure.
When?
Like probably fall or winter. I don't think we're going to get any. I see people saying Persona 6 hype. I don't think there's any Persona 6 stuff coming during Summer Games Fest at all.
The person that leaks all of Sega's shit said that the color for Persona 6 is green.
That makes a lot of sense. I mean, that's been a rumor for years at this point, I think.
Yeah, it's just basically a confirmation. They have to be like, I don't know what they are, but they have everything on them.
I feel like there is some other big thing that I'm forgetting about. Some other game that got announced, or what is that? I really can't remember. Death Stranding 2 will probably be there. Because obviously Kojima is super good friends with Jeff Keighley, so I'm sure there'll be some type of trailer for that. But again, that game is not this year. That's 2025. I see some people predicting Kingdom Hearts. I don't think Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be here. I don't, and I certainly don't want to get my hopes up.
That Summer Game, no.
That should be like Game Awards if it does happen.
Jared in the chat mentioned that Dragon Quest Day is almost here. I could see that happening. Maybe not necessarily Dragon Quest 12, but I could see them like maybe the HD 2D.
If they don't have Dragon Quest 12 on they should have their own event.
Yeah, but I think that the remake game could be there. I wouldn't write that one off. Yeah, I think because we haven't seen that for a long time. That's something that's obviously going to be big for Switch later in the year too. Also, that, to be fair, would also line up with the June Direct, because I'm sure Nintendo would want to show that off in their mainline Direct as well. If the Dragon Quest 3 remake is coming out later this year for Switch, that seems like another big thing that they could do for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well. There's your sorry for the low energy show tonight, everybody. Yeah, I guess those are your predictions for Summer Games Fest. Let me ask you guys then, all right? On a more contentious topic, I just want to ask you guys, what do you think of Star Wars Episode 1?
Bro, I don't give a fuck.
I just want to know.
It's been years.
Watched it in so long that I don't care.
I liked the prequels, but I also saw the prequels before the other ones, and that's all I can really say about that.
Okay. I only say this because I just saw Phantom Menace in theaters on Friday. I hadn't seen it in theaters since 1999. And I gotta be honest, I feel like that movie is better than most of the sequel movies recently that Disney put out there.
Because I think bar, though.
It's a low bar, but I feel pretty confident in saying that now because I feel like there was a time where I was like, yeah, I don't know, like the newer ones are made better. But now I was looking back at it and like, even despite Jar Jar, some of the weird
Hey yo,
how was that an AO?
Use your imagination, bro.
Looking back at it, like looking behind me.
Just stop saying it.
How is that? I mean, looking behind me, I see my bookshelf. I see Lickitung. I see Gold Roger statues. You know.
Oh my god. Oh shit. My bad. Continue.
No, I was just gonna say I thought Phantom Menace was actually pretty fun. The music was really good. Lightsaber fight was good. The pod race looked amazing. The music was fantastic, like I said, but also I think the set design was good. I think it made me appreciate the prequels more now that we're kind of removed from them, because at the very least, at least like George Lucas at the time was trying to do something different. And I feel like that stuff stood the test of time. The Naboo Starfighter is still super sick. I enjoyed myself. So, yeah.
I feel like
that's all I had to say about that.
Should have, like, I get for the story plot and Qui-Gon Jinn, that's what I remember the name. Him killing Qui-Gon Jinn was a really big thing, but like he's such a cool character with a double lightsaber, and he just like he just dies and then he's gone. But like of all the Star Wars characters, I guess I saw this first. Darth Maul sticks in my head more than anything else.
Darth Maul was awesome though. He was very cool too. Yeah. Yeah, but I liked it. I thought episode 1 was pretty good. And I think the new Star Wars stuff kind of sucks, to be honest. Rogue One was very good, but the other Star Wars stuff I think sucks. I'm over it.
I didn't really like most of Rogue One outside of the big kind of action sequence towards the end.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't find it that interesting.
Yeah.
But that's an uncommon opinion. I know a lot of people do like that film.
That's pretty much the only one I liked, though, to be fair.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Other recent 3, I think, were kind of garbage. So, especially like looking back at it after this.
I remember when I watched. What was the last one? Was it the Rise of Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker, yeah.
I remember the first time I watched it, I thought it wasn't that bad. And then I watched it again.
Yeah,
with a group of friends, and I thought, oh wow, no, this film is just bad.
That's exactly how I felt. Yeah.
It got worse on the rewatch. It was remarkable.
Yeah. The twist in that movie is so bad.
It was very bad.
There's so many ways they could have taken that character, and to do that, like, why?
What's crazy is like I feel like what was the first Force Awakens? I feel like Force Awakens was pretty decent, right? It didn't really do a lot of new things, but I think like the ground rules that it set, I thought were interesting, right? Like I thought Kylo Ren was interesting. I thought Rey was interesting. I thought Finn was interesting. And then for the next 2 movies to basically be like, yeah, Finn's not going to be anybody important, and we're just going to have him simp for Rey.
That too.
And we're just going to have him not do anything. Or like, oh, no, actually, Rey, you're nobody. Oh, no, actually, you're a Palpatine. That was stupid. They just suck. They just suck. And it's a shame.
The battle scene and how that ends. I get it. All the actors are old, but it's like maybe do something different for some of these characters. I don't know.
In The Last Jedi, in the second one, you know when the girl like light speeds into the battalion with the ship? That was sick, right? That was a cool shot.
A cool way of doing that, yeah.
But if you knew as that movie was being made that Carrie Fisher died, why would you not have Princess Leia be the one to sack herself and do that into the ship as like a super awesome way to go out, and instead open the movie with her dying, being pulled from space, and then living again? You gave yourself an out twice to kill her, and then you didn't, and then saved it for the 3rd movie where it was stupid. And I understand she died after they had filmed, but dude, they reshot parts of Rogue One 3 months before. There's no reason for that. And there was enough that was in Last Jedi where they could have easily been like, we can recut this to make it be that she's the one that sacked herself. It was just dumb. I know. What have you been watching, Shofu? Are you watching anything? Any TV shows? Any anime or any Looney Tunes?
You're watching Kaiju number 8.
How you liking it?
Pretty clean, man. It's pretty clean.
Nice. I actually have you read the manga?
Nah.
So you're going in completely blind because I wanted to compare the manga style to the anime style.
Mm-hmm. I haven't read the manga. I was told to read it, but I never read it. Then the fucking anime came out, so I just been watching it.
And you're digging it? You like the vibe? What's it about for people who don't know what it is?
It's about these big ass kaijus running around wreaking havoc, and then SEAL Team 6 comes out of nowhere, kills them, boom, bow, bada bing, bop, pow, blows them up, blood everywhere, guts everywhere, and then the cleaning team, right? Cleaning team cleans all that shit up, bro. Somebody got to clean that shit up. They got a fucking designated team to clean that shit up. One of the guys that cleans that shit up, he wants to be on the attack team. Those are the people that blow up the damn kaijus, bada bing, bop, pow, right? But he not like that, so he over there cleaning up, bro. He don't got it in him to be an attacker. So one day he's roaming the city, kaiju pops out, scares him, ah! And then him and his mans.
He sounded like that.
Yeah. Ah! And then him and his mans, they hold it off until the killers come, killed that motherfucker. They got injured while they were waiting for the attackers to kill him. And while he was in the hospital, a fucking kaiju snuck him and said, "There you are, little bitch." And then snuck inside his mouth, right? And now he's part kaiju, part human. He a demon.
Okay, wait. Can I pause real quick? I just want to say something. All right. Uh-huh. You guys were making fun of me for saying throwing it back earlier, and you literally just
didn't say throw it back. First of all,
you said now that I look back at it. All right.
I said now that I look back at it, and you just said,
what
did you just say about the guy's mouth? What did you just say?
Motherfucker, that's what happened. The kaiju went into his mouth, and now he's half kaiju, half human. You was looking back at it. I'm talking about somebody else.
Bro,
I'm telling a story. I'm telling a recollection. All right.
The thing is,
you was looking back at it.
There is no one to check him. Shofu is the checker, so he could say almost anything. It's gonna go.
He can say whatever he wants.
That's not true. That's not true at all.
I'm not allowed to say how I really feel.
It's like you and Tito.
I didn't say anything about myself.
Coast.
If I said something went into my mouth, okay, but I'm talking about another person. What the fuck they got to do with me? You was looking back at it though.
But I was talking.
Hey yo,
within the context, again, bro. Okay.
Well. Look back at it. Look back.
Is that the plot of Kaiju?
You don't understand, bro. See, Roger, you ain't never had a big booty bitch in doggy style, bro. If you ever had a big booty, right?
Today is quite literally Reagan and I's 7th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Look, bro. If you got a big bodacious booty, right? And you hit it, right? Look back at it, bro. That's what you said you was doing.
When I said looking back at it, I was saying.
Oh my God, he said it again, bro.
Stop. Allow me.
Who's had you look back at it, bro?
Okay. Hey, Viram, what have you been watching?
I've been late on this. I just started watching X-Men 97. I only literally watched the first episode. It's clearly like going for that kind of nostalgic effect, which I think is really, really cool. And I'm looking forward to watching more.
What episode are you on, you said?
I literally just watched the first one.
Oh, you just started. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been hearing nothing but good things about it. So please report back once you've watched more and let us know what you think of it. Does anybody else watch X-Men 98?
Yeah.
Or 97 or whatever?
I'm not finished though. I'm only a few episodes in as well, but yeah, it's really good.
Right on. I didn't really grow up with the original show, so I don't really have the
nostalgia for it. I didn't either. I grew up with the I guess it's the 2000 series when they're like in high school. So I was always more fond of that one, but like I know these characters and seeing them actually portrayed, especially Scott and not, or Cyclops, and not just be a loser as they tend to portray him for some reason. It's much better.
He's a loser normally?
He's written so terribly poorly that he just ends up being lame. He's supposed to be the leader, but the most popular X-Men is Wolverine, so Wolverine always gets written better than him. And then there's times they write him as the villain, and it's like, it's not very good. So like, yeah.
Have you been watching anything else, McDareth?
Yeah, Windbreaker. I think Windbreaker's really good.
What's Windbreaker?
It is another
show about farting.
Show about what,
man?
Bro,
I said a show about farting because it's windbreakers. You're breaking wind.
You know, Windbreaker is the jacket, right?
Oh, I was talking about farting.
Okay, but it's
booty ass, bro.
What's happening? Back at it while farting?
It's tonight, man.
It's another delinquent anime, right? But it's like the spin on it is that the delinquents of this school are protecting their town. So the main character goes there because he thinks, yeah, I'm going to fight all these guys. They're all going to be rough. Then when he gets there, he doesn't realize, wait, everybody here likes them. And so he's like adapting into that. And it's got a cool fight. Like the fights, it's going through some fights now. And those are really good. Animation's really nice. Enjoying it. Good show.
Cool.
I'm trying to think, is anything, you know what? Because top of my head, I can't remember. We can just Crunchyroll. I know, what is that show called? The Misfit of Demon Academy has the second core of its season. Animation.
Misfit of the Demon Academy is what you said? It's called?
Yeah, Misfit of Demon Academy.
What, is that about a misfit in a demon academy?
It's about a demon lord who dies and gets resurrected or reincarnated. But now he goes to school.
Demon lord or a demon king, every goddamn anime.
But he's still broken, and this season does not have as good animation, but it's okay. Time I got Reincarnated as Slime is in third season. Very slow start, but the action's just picking up, so it's getting better.
Right on.
There's Remonster, but like the show is okay, but there's themes in that show where it's like, yeah, this dude's just a demon, but he's a monster, so I guess whatever. I was reincarnated the seventh.
What do you mean by that? When you said the themes in the show are like the guy's a demon or a monster, like is he just doing things that are demonic?
It's that thing where like stuff that's happening.
That's in the show. I don't care.
No, not really spoiling anything. The way I say this, there's stuff that's happening in the show that's like, this is actually really heinous shit, but it's told in a way that doesn't feel like that at all. So it just kind of goes over your head. But it's like, only some of it though. But like, the show's kind of okay. So see how that's going. Reincarnated as the seventh prince.
Wait, I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh. Mm-hmm. I just need to shout out this comment. This came from 3 glizzies, 1 bun.
Hey,
69420. First off, the name is incredible. 3 glizzies, 1 bun. Hey. 69420. The comment. The comment says, yesterday I was next to Ricky at the urinals in Target, and for some reason, he kept peeking over the divider. What? What?
Huh? What? Ricky cock watches?
Don't say that like he telling the truth, man.
He said true story. So 3 glizzies, 1 bun. Okay. Fantastic. How about you, Zeph? What have you been watching?
Nothing.
The Throne.
Nothing? The Throne. You've been watching Are you King? King Zeph?
Isn't that an actual show? I don't know what
no, it's a tournament. Watch the Throne.
Oh, Watch the Throne. Oh. What's it about?
Did McDareth just say it's a tournament? I don't know what it's about.
There was a Smash tournament called Watch the Throne.
None of y'all heard of Kanye or Jay-Z?
You're talking about
that album,
a Smash tournament. I haven't followed any of that.
But we're talking about what's happening right now.
This is fucking
I like
crazy.
that there's Sabrina Carpenter.
None of y'all heard niggas in Paris. None of y'all? No church.
We're talking about
Otis
shows.
I have not.
I mean, that's an old song. I've heard that song before.
We're not talking. Where am I right now?
On Japan Time. Zender asked Zeph, "Have you watched MILF Manor?"
Oh, that's not watching that too.
What is that? Is that a YouTube show?
Oh, it's disgusting. No, it's not a YouTube show. It's on
what is it?
TLC, I think.
Is it like people trying to date like cougars or something?
Okay, so the first season they brought these MILFs in, right? They're all MILFs, obviously. They're all like between 45 and 60.
And what does that word mean?
Let me get to it, Rogers Base.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, thank you.
They bring in these moms, they're all between 45 and 60. And they're supposed to be dating younger guys, MILF Manor, right? And the younger guys they bring in are their fucking sons.
Wait, what? They're not dating their own kids. They're dating the other.
They're dating other people that are their kids' age, and their kids are there to see.
Oh my god!
And one woman was like, "Yeah, I fucked your friend." One time,
Why?
you didn't know. And that
what kind of person would choose to join that show with their mother?
You know what's crazy? It's actually impossible for the inverse of that show to ever air.
Yeah, I know. It'd be fucking weird, even though it's exactly
fucking crazy.
Yeah. That shit's weird, bro. Oh, and this season is even weird. I mean, this season is actually not as weird because it's not their sons this time. There's a new season, and this season they brought in Milfs and they brought in like 6 random guys. They're not their sons. They're younger guys, but they're random people.
That's fine.
And then those sons, their dads get there. So now it's the sons and their dads, and they're competing for the same older ones.
Never mind. They gotta end this show.
But the first one is worse because it was literally their sons, bro.
Oh no.
This one is not as bad, but it's still weird.
That one of the episodes is gonna end on the news.
One of the episodes is gonna end in a father-son train. Like Goku and Gohan, father son Kamehameha.
That's no.
Man,
I don't want shit, bro. I don't even want to watch that bullshit. Why y'all putting this on me? This is all Snark's fault.
Snark said he was gonna watch Glee if I watched Milf Manor. That's why I asked.
Oh, okay, go ahead and watch that joint then.
I want him to watch Glee. I just really want Snark to watch Glee. I think it would make for really good entertainment because that show.
Bringing the train up. The train's coming, bro. No pun intended.
So Roger, I have a question, right? Because I thought about this.
Yeah.
Because I know you like. I know you like musicals. Yeah.
I love musicals.
Have you heard of Hazbin Hotel?
Yeah, I hate that show.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I hate that show. You know what?
It was Monday today.
I'm going to tell you why I hate the show. Okay. You have all these really talented singers, talented musicians, right? With this beautiful Disney voices, all this other stuff. And they cannot make a song to save their life without a swear every 5 seconds, which I don't mind. They're in hell, right? It makes sense. But I think there's too many of these shows nowadays, right? That rely on cursing instead of actually having good writing. Because to me, if you have a show that curses a lot, but the writing is good, I can overlook just nonstop swearing. Succession, great example. Succession, fantastic show. Every other word out of their mouth. F this, F that, whatever.
Well,
but
as long as it feels natural, it's fine.
Exactly. Watching that Hazbin Hotel show, not a single part of that feels natural. To hear these Disney princesses being like, and then I got stuck with something in my butt, and you're like, why are you doing this?
There you go.
That's literally the show. If you watch the show, I don't like it. I also, it is to be fair. And I also don't like what I have seen of the fandom for that show.
Oh yeah, well I don't. I mean, I guess if you're reacting, to it, yeah.
Yeah. And so people were like, "You should react to it." So I sat down and watched it. And I watched one episode. I thought the first song was good. The first song of like the main girl where she's singing about like Welcome Hell or whatever. Yeah. That's a good song. That was a good song.
You didn't like Hell is Forever?
Which one is that? Is that the one with
That's
the angels?
By Adam, yeah.
Oh, that one was good too. That one was good too. Yeah. But a lot of it, I don't know. It just feels like it feels very try hard. You know what it feels like to me? It feels like if somebody was a hardcore Undertale fan and just loves Undertale so much and worships the ground that Toby Fox walks on and just loves it and said, I want to make Undertale, but I want to make it with swearing and make it a Broadway musical. And I want people to talk about it. So I'm just going to say the most absurd, crazy, off-the-wall stuff and swear constantly, and it's going to get attention. And then I'm not going to continue what I was going to say, but I think that was the thought process.
I mean, that's fair enough. I was curious your opinions on it because
I was interested. I was very interested in watching it. Yeah.
Would you because they uploaded, even Amazon did, most of the songs are on YouTube. Would you watch the songs?
Some of the songs I did. I listened to some of the songs. Okay. There were the one you mentioned with the angels was good, and then the opening song was good, and nothing else stuck with me. Yeah, but it's crazy because the musicality of the actors on that show is very, very high. They all have really pretty voices, and like the lyrics just weren't doing it for me. Yeah,
that's fair enough. Yeah.
Oh well, you know.
Yeah.
I. Any other shows? Anybody's been watching? Any other games? Any other things going on in each other's lives? What's happening?
Milf, Manor, Mega Mommy Milker, Mammary, Mega Marvelous, Mouthfuls, Melons, Marshmallow, Moo Moo, Money Maker, Malarky Mondays. That's what I've been watching.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's fantastic. All right. And you're having a good time with that?
Nope.
Oh. All right.
I could say the new season of Diablo 4, because I said before that I was waiting for season 5. Well, it's season 4, and they basically did a big giant update similar to what they did when they released the Reapers of Souls expansion for Diablo 3. It's much better. So I'm having a lot of fun with that game.
Right on. I still haven't played it yet.
If you have Game Pass, it's on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
I might check it out.
I have no Game Pass, man.
How are we feeling about the Celtics and Pacers?
Bro, what are you talking about? The Pacers fucking suck.
So you think the Pacers are going to lose to the Celtics then?
What do you mean think? They already lost.
I just remember
The
Shaq on the
Celtics got the
Celtics.
easiest fucking path to the finals I've ever seen in my life, bro.
So the Celtics are definitely going to win, right? Pacers have no chance.
Obviously.
And then between the Mavericks and the Timberwolves, what are you thinking, Shofu?
Probably the Timberwolves. I mean, whoever. I don't give a fuck who wins as long as the Celtics don't win. That's where I'm at. I don't give a fuck.
Why are you such a Celtics hater?
They fucking suck, bro. Jason Tatum is ass. Jaylen Brown can't dribble with his left hand. He weak as fuck. They just suck, bro. And they don't actually suck. They're obviously a good team.
That's what I'm saying. How does that make any sense? They obviously are good then.
That's what I'm saying. It's fraudulent. Like
you don't like the way they play.
They at the finals, how they suck, bro. Do you watch basketball? What are you asking me? First of all, they're not at the finals yet, but they're gonna get there. But the East is fucking garbage, bro. Every team is injured or missing players or whatever the fuck.
True, unfortunately, I know
nobody's gonna stop the Celtics from getting to the finals.
The Bulls, bro. The Bulls didn't even make the conference this year. It was terrible, man. Not obviously, DeMar's cool. Bro, and Zach is good too, but the synergy isn't there.
Chance, bro.
They have what?
So they had no chance.
Oh, I thought you said they have bad fans. I'm like, I'm a fan. I like the Bulls. That. Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's just sad, man. The state of affairs of everything, man. I mean, there's not much to look forward to in terms of Summer Game Fest. We think we've relegated, our ideas for the Switch Direct thing or whatever to mostly be ports. The only shows on TV are Milf Manor and Hazbin Hotel.
Okay, wait, hold up. I guess you don't like it. I guess you don't like it.
I'm watching this other show too.
Well, anime doesn't count. Anime doesn't count.
I've been watching another show. It's called The Never Ever Mets.
I'm not gonna entertain that. I think it's a lead up to something.
What?
Oh, is it not? Go ahead. No, please explain.
Bro, who hurt you, bro?
You hurt me.
I didn't hurt you. No, I didn't
on multiple occasions, it was you.
I didn't hurt you, bro.
You did. You've hurt me. Tito hurt me.
You've known me long enough to not get hurt by me.
You've known
me longer than anybody except Zeb.
I think it's just an abusive relationship, to be fair. I think I've been friends with you for so long. I do. I think I've just been used to the abuse, and that now I've just
who is abusing me?
You abused me the whole time we've ever been friends.
In what way?
You make fun of me, say I throw it back. I just
what? You never said
you said that. You said you was looking back at it. I didn't say nothing about throwing it back.
I don't know.
Yo, you throwing it back and looking back at it? No.
And I just feel, I don't know. I just think I keep coming back, because it's fun. I like being loved.
So you throw it back.
I'm there with my friends.
Look, man.
I mean, I keep coming back to the podcast every other week. Yeah.
The Never Ever Met is a show about people who have been exclusively online dating.
Okay.
They've never met each other in person. Some people have been dating for 6 months. Some people have been dating for 12 years. They've never seen each other in person. One couple has been dating online for 3 years and they never met and they live in the same city, which I don't understand.
That's surprising.
That is surprising. Why?
But they're not first time they're meeting, they put all these couples in the same house. The first time they're meeting is in that house. So we get to watch how they interact, finally seeing each other for the first time. It's kind of interesting.
What is this on? Is it like Hulu or Netflix?
It's on Oprah. Oprah's channel.
On Oprah's channel. Oh, the network, like the TV channel. Oh, I got you.
The best one of these shows, and just due to the nature of it, I will not be talking much about it after saying it. The best one of these shows is Love on the Spectrum.
Oh, that show is actually great. Yeah, I love Love on the Spectrum. It's actually very good. That's a very good show. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd think it would just be like funny and like fucked up, but then like it's good. Yeah.
I would make the argument for Terrace House. I adored Terrace House when it was first coming out, and unfortunately, the show got canceled because one of the contestants on the show killed herself because the fans were bullying her, which was terrible. But the show itself, like in the 3 seasons leading up to that, was so good. You basically have 3 guys, 3 girls who are living in a house together in Japan and are dating each other and going about their everyday lives, but there's not really drama. They like go to the grocery store and go on these dates, but what's funny about it, they're normal people, but what's funny about it is there's these commentators that make jokes in between during each episode, so they'll watch like 5 minutes of it and then they'll commentate. And their commentating is genuinely like the funniest thing. It's really, really good. And all the old seasons are still on Netflix. You can go watch all of those. That one's good. I like Singles Inferno is good too. Singles Inferno is like a Korean dating show. Same kind of concept, 3 girls, 3 guys, but they're thrown on this deserted island where they do challenges and things. And then they can choose to go to Paradise, which is basically just like a hotel where they stay overnight, with one person. But they keep going back to the Inferno, and they have to change up the people that they're with, and then by the end of it, they have to leave with just one person. It's a pretty interesting show. It's pretty good. I feel like Japan, Korea, they know how to do these dating shows, man. I like them.
It's in very much more
Australia too, apparently.
Australia? Is that Love on the Spectrum? Is Australia?
Yeah.
I thought that's California. Isn't like the main? Oh, did it start in Australia?
That's what I've seen. The first season, at least, is Australia.
I did not know that. What were you saying, McDareth? I'm sorry.
I'll say they like more down to earth because I know like American-made reality TV is always trying to make a villain. And
significantly more down to earth. I'm assuming though, based on what Shofu was saying about the Never Ever Mets, it seems like that's going to be off the walls and funny and lots of drama. Is it a lot of drama and funny, or is it?
Bro, the first episode. These 2 people met. They've been dating for like 6 months, I think. And they met, they kissed the shit, yada, yada, yada. And then they went into the kitchen. There was like a bunch of other people in there. And she's like the type of woman that like, if a girl says hi and he says hi back, she's mad about it.
Sure.
But she was in the kitchen. This dude had like these small ass shorts on. She was like, oh my God, you got the hoochie daddy shorts on. Hoochie daddy, hoochie daddy. And the dude just sitting there mad as fuck because she looking at this dude's shorts. And then he's like, damn, why'd you keep talking about bro shorts like that? And she's like, bro, I didn't do nothing. And then somebody was like, no, you kept talking about his shorts. And she was like, okay, my fault. I was talking about that guy's shorts. I apologize. But he was still mad, right? It didn't end there. So he was like, man, I'm gonna see a girl with a fat ass and be like, damn, she got a fat ass. And she was like, okay. So she got up and walked away. And he went over there. They started arguing. They started fighting and shit. And then they started hitting each other. He tried to choke her.
Whoa.
And they both got sent home because what are y'all doing? She tried to. They were like pushing each other and shit.
Yo, hold on, wait.
Domestic violence.
This is crazy.
These shows push people to the fucking limit, bro.
I can't make this segue, but I make this segue anyway. Speaking of domestic violence, did you see that video of P. Diddy?
Are you fucking crazy, Roger?
No, did you see that?
What the fuck?
How did you get? What the fuck are you doing?
Because that video is unreal. The one where P. Diddy was like dragging the girl in the hotel.
Yes, it was crazy.
Like, there's no defending that.
Why did you bring that up now?
Because you were talking about domestic violence. I said, speaking of domestic violence, P. Diddy. So I thought it was a good segue. It made sense with what we were talking about.
You can't just talk. That's the second time. That's the second time you said some shit that could have triggered somebody unbelievably.
But we were talking about P.
Bro,
Diddy.
you blatantly said somebody killed themselves earlier. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to trigger warning people.
All right. Trigger warning.
What the fuck?
Speaking of domestic violence, P. Diddy.
What the fuck is going on?
Wait. In Roger's defense, he did kind of He did kind of ease us in, saying that he can't say this.
That's right.
And then he just says it anyway.
Thank you, Hiram. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That video was very hard to watch, though, man. It was like, that dude is a monster, man.
Yeah,
and then crazy. I know he did that like apology video or whatever, but dude, there's
dude, he was having like crazy sex parties and other shit.
It's insane.
There's no apology video.
I mean, it is genuinely insane. The universe took out O.J. Simpson and then put back in P. Diddy. It's unbelievable, man.
Put back in. He's been doing this since.
But I mean, like it's out now, which is just crazy.
I guess.
Dude's a monster, man. Yeah. Anyway. Anything else?
Warchat wanted us to bring this up. V Rising has launched. I can't.
Brought it up himself. He was here.
V Rising. What's that?
It is the vampire survival game, but it's like isometric and top down. If you remember Battle Right, the developers that made Battle Right, this is their new game. It's not like a PvP. Well, nah, I don't even remember the PvP in it, but it's like a PvE game. You're playing as a vampire. You start off pretty weak. You go out, you build like a small structure, and then you go hunt marks to get stronger, suck their blood, get stronger from them. You get stronger and stronger, fight stronger and stronger enemies. It's out, the full game. He said it's got a lot of quality of life stuff. I only played the early access, but I really liked it. So there's V Rising. He can probably talk about more next time he's here, though. But
right on. Yeah. It's too bad Fidel's not here because I know he's been playing a lot of Honkai Star Rail, and I've also been playing a lot of that. But I know nobody else really cares. So
man, you can. I played it. You can talk about it.
Where are you currently?
I don't play it anymore, but I play it. I finished all of the Lofu.
Oh no, never mind. No, we can't talk about it then. Yeah. Did anybody play Anima well, by the way?
That's the donkey game.
The new like Metroidvania donkey game, yeah.
I have not.
He didn't develop it.
He published it.
Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. Cool. I mean, the art style looked really neat. I'm not really a big like pixel art style fan anymore, but I really do like the way that looks. It's got really pretty lighting in it and everything. I think it's free on PS Plus. I want to play it. I want to try it out. But I haven't. Anybody else playing anything?
Vera, we talked about it a little bit. You can go, Vera.
I've been playing more Hades 2. I started playing Hades 2. I know.
Oh, right on. Okay, early access. That's right.
Last time, yeah. I mean, Hades 1 is fantastic. This game is just as fantastic, if not even a little bit more. Like, if you enjoyed Hades 1, you'll enjoy this game. It was so when I first played Hades 1, like 10 minutes into that game, I thought, yeah, this is a really good game. You could just tell from the way that it's presented, from how intuitive everything feels. And Hades 2 felt exactly the same. It's just like, yeah, this is... They know exactly what they're doing.
How's the music? Is the music good?
Yeah, music's fantastic. This isn't much of a spoiler since it's quite an early fight. There's this one fight, one boss fight that you fight relatively early on, where they're a group of singers basically, and the song that plays, there's like a small selection of different songs that play during that fight, because they like wrote the songs themselves and they're like singing along, or they're singing the songs. And as you beat members within that band, instruments kind of get taken away. So there's like less, essentially, yeah, there's just less kind of going on in the song as you're beating them down, which is really cool. It sounds a lot cooler than I'm probably making it sound, but it's
playing the fight,
it's definitely interesting. It's like a reverse how that normally works in a fight.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that company has always had like incredible music in all their games, dating back to Bastion, right? Bastion, Transistor, Hades, they've all had really great tracks. And so it's a vocal theme, I'm assuming, from the way you were describing it. So yeah, I think I'm down to listen to it. I'm excited to try it. I don't want to play that game until it's out. You know what I mean? Like I know it's technically out now, but I know that like if I start it and then get really into it and then I can't carry stuff over, or even if I do get into it and then like I leave it for a bit and then come back to it 3-4 months from now, it's not going to be the same. I kind of want to experience it when it's properly released, you know?
Yeah. I mean, that's how quite a lot of people feel towards early access games. And of course, there's always the risk of like, you know, you start playing an early access game, you really enjoy it, but then it like never leaves.
And you can't play
access.
more. Exactly.
Yeah,
right.
But
right.
I think at the very least, because of the nature of this game and it being, the sequel to Hades, I think the chances of it getting to its full proper release.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I mean,
high. So
yeah,
that
of
at least
course.
doesn't need to be a concern.
That's true. Also, apparently, it's Minecraft's 15th anniversary, according to Press Number If in the live chat. Anybody play Minecraft?
Not anymore. I did a lot in the past.
Why'd you stop?
Other games. Honestly, I know my friends one of my friends has never played Minecraft, so they're playing it with him. And whenever if they start doing Tekkit again, that was a mod that we played ages ago because the Y'all's cast were doing it. Might play that because it's been a while. Might check it out again, see how it's been updated. But
it might actually. You said that about Minecraft, and it reminded me of something earlier when Tito and I were talking about the other potential huge things that could be added to Smash Brothers. I kind of want to play Roblox. I've never played it, and the reason why I want to play it is because they added a Netflix One Piece collab thing, but I don't know to what extent. I don't know what type of game Roblox is. I don't know anything about it beyond one music track.
I'm trying to think how to, because I've never played it, only seen stuff about it, but
it's like the Lego characters, right?
Yeah. Although I feel like they don't even look like that anymore. I think they updated them, but the thing about Roblox is I think it's always online, so there's other players around depending on what you're doing, and there's some weird people on Roblox.
There's weird people who watch Hazbin Hotel too.
No, but you don't have to interact with them. You can just watch the show. If you're in Roblox, they're all around you. That's all I'm saying.
You're forced to interact with weirdos. Is what you're saying, basically.
Yeah, depending on what you do in Roblox, yes.
I don't want to do that. That sounds terrible. But I also think it would make good content, like playing Roblox for the first time.
Yeah, I'm saying this because it can make good content, but I don't know if that's good content for you. That's what I'm saying, because some bad shit might go down.
Oh, you mean in terms of sponsors or something? Like somebody pops up in the game and says some really crazy thing.
Yeah.
I think they would be understanding. I mean, I literally did a sponsored Pokemon stream. This was, when was this? During the when the DLC came out, the last chunk of DLC. And on this sponsored stream, they specifically told me to go into raid battles, just random raid battles with people. And I think it was for Hisui and Samurott. And I know Zeph's deafened right now, but I think Zeph was there during the stream. I joined this random raid battle, and I don't know how they did it, but the guy, his name for his Pokemon was hacked as some NFT website, and all of the moves of all of the Pokemon were promoting this NFT website. And this was in an open raid room on a sponsored Pokemon stream, and they didn't care. Because it was the kind of thing where it was it's somebody else did it. It wasn't
but there's levels, and it's if you stream this and the weirdos see, he's streaming this for the first time, run up with my breast mod or some stupid shit. That's what I'm saying, because it's online. Stuff
your
can
breast
just happen.
mod, but this the kids' game, is it? It's like a Lego game.
You bet it is, but that doesn't stop them.
All right, well, that's it's crazy, but all right. It's man, oh man, huh? Okay, well, there it is. Anything else before we wrap up the show? I don't know what else.
I was gonna say, Rivals 2 had another beta.
There you go.
It's still the fun game. They definitely need to address something. I thought an interesting thing about it was what the fuck? Oh, there's a debate in between. We talked about MultiVersus earlier and how it plays to Smash, but Rivals 2 is having an interesting thing where a lot of original Rivals players are not happy with where Rivals 2 is. Rivals 2 is definitely a little closer to Melee than Rivals 1 is. So they're kind of upset it's not this whole unique thing anymore. It's kind of interesting to see that from another game. But I mean, I still like it. They need to change some things. It's crouch canceling right now, and crouch canceling is one of the worst mechanics ever put in the game. Yet ult still has it, but it's way different. You just won't be sent as far. Rivals has extreme melee crouch canceling, where if you hold down, most of the moves won't send you, and you just punish them on hit. That shit sucks. So, but it's a beta, so they can change that, and hopefully they will.
Oh, I did think of something I wanted to bring up on the show. I thought of something. This is in regards to a comment we got recently on one of our episodes. Do you know what I'm about to say, McDareth?
Not off the top of my head. We have a lot of
comments. So someone said in the comments, they said, imagine if everyone on Japan Time promoted Japan Time on their own channels. And you said,
we're actually doing this.
I think, yeah. And you said, I feel this is something that I want to bring up eventually. People have other stuff they got to focus on. But McDareth, were you aware that I did a community post for that episode on my YouTube channel promoting it?
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. So I'll tell you that. But at the same time, there's
time all the time.
But there's a different level, and like I don't really want to do this.
But I wear my jacket all the time. You know, the Japan Time merchandise that you could buy right now on spiffspace.com/JapanTime. I wear that constantly on streams. I'm always showing off. That's why
I tried to make sure you got one, because I know you'll wear it.
I'm always showing off that alarm clock that you could also buy on spiffspace.com/JapanTime. Right, that really awesome 10th anniversary alarm clock that all of us have that we love.
That's why I made sure you got it, because I knew you were going to use it.
But I'm saying, people who are in the audience right now, they could also get that.
Yes,
they can actually go on
spiffspace.com/JapanTime and pick it up.
And they can actually order that merchandise. Right, exactly. And then while we're here, are there any other things that we should potentially plug to let people know about, things that might be happening on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, so new series is up, animated by, or it's an animatic, but we call it animated because it's just, I feel like more people understand what something animated is versus animatic. It's more of a person who's actually into art will get that. So Japan Time Animated, first version of that is up. It's made by Wisdom Meal, and it's taking, this one's on the Japan Time Awards.
Very good.
So that's new. We also have shorts based on episodes. So those will start going up soon, also by Wisdom Meal. We actually just uploaded, if someone hasn't seen it, because this thing was, like, you've heard us always talking about Lola Bunny. The original Lola Bunny clip went up today, which that was 8 years ago.
We can hear that initial conversation. That's right. Yeah, which also, I did not remember the portion of that conversation in which I said that Warchamp was a squid lover. And then we had like that whole conversation about Marina, and I forgot that Warchamp had Marina as his image for like a long time.
Yeah, I'm like wondering, did he Wayback Machine to get that shot of his Twitter, or was that in the video?
I have no idea.
Yeah, but I got no idea. Is a wizard.
It's amazing. And there's also a very special thing that I was thinking you might want to plug, which is that if you are a member to the YouTube channel, there's actually a new video for members as well. Ricky and I did a live reaction to the movie RRR, which is a popular Bollywood movie, a couple months ago. People seem to enjoy it. So we did another one where we watched the movie Redline, which is an F-Zero anime film. Well, it's like not really F-Zero, but it's like an F-Zero. Imagine if you took F-Zero and you turned it into a movie. That's what Redline is. It's crazy. If you haven't watched it, make sure to watch that. That video is also available for members on the Japan Time YouTube channel. Very cool. So we got some member exclusive content. We're putting it behind a paywall, but it was made for the paywall. Yeah. So it's not scummy at all, which is great.
We don't have to do this every time.
But I'm saying it's not scummy. I'm saying it's good. I know, but I'm saying it's good. I'm saying that we're not scummy, right? I'm saying, we've grown as people. I have grown as a person. But if you want to see that video, again, you could join the membership program, which is how much? On the YouTube channel, how much is it to join the membership program? $4.99?
Yeah, it's $4.99. Pretty sure.
There you go. And you get access to lots of stuff, an old archive of Japan Time stuff, old videos, Pokemon battles, lots of good stuff. So make sure to check that out. And how do we want to wrap this sucker up this week? Anybody have any last thing they want to talk about before we close it out?
We didn't even actually talk about that thing you brought up, but it's okay. We don't need to talk about it now. There'll be a time and place.
Oh, I was literally just using that as a segue to.
Yeah, I know. But because you brought me into it, now it's like, I gotta say something. So it's like,
no, that's fine. We got stuff going on. What the heck? That's not.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, Shofu, we're still waiting on whenever the cipher is going to come out. We don't know what's going on with that. Obviously, I'm traveling a lot. Virum's traveling. I should end this by saying again, Virum and I will be at Combo Breaker this weekend. So if you see us, please say hello. We'll be happy to take photos with you and sign your stuff. Yeah.
Oh, something else.
So make sure to tune in to Grand Blue Fantasy versus
Heck yes.
8 on Sunday, because I'll be doing commentary for that.
Yes, sir. Are we doing a steak dinner on Saturday? Are we down? Can we do another one? Or we could just get... Oh, didn't we say we're doing steak burgers or something? I know Ricky said we were going to do like steak burgers. because I think they're kind of close to the venue. We'll talk about it on Saturday. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever.
Are you commentating on Saturday at all?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
commentating all 3 days. I have a pretty busy schedule, but
Do you know what block on Saturday so that I could make myself available to eat and I could plan other video stuff around that?
Yes. So on Saturday, I'm commentating 12 till 2, and then 4 till 6, I think.
Oh, so we're gonna do the same thing we did last year. That we'll probably just grab lunch. Perfect, man.
Yeah.
All right, great. That sounds good. And I'll be there filming, getting a bunch of stuff behind the scenes. Again, if you guys see us, make sure to say hello.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be carrying around some merch.
While you're there.
Yes.
More shorts. Especially if Ricky shows up.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, to be fair, I think chances are actually pretty good because it was the only event he's ever shown up to other than the original Japan Time at C2E2. The fact that the only other person on this show that has seen Ricky is Virum is very funny to me.
Yeah.
It's me and Virum are the only two, and he's literally not even in this country. Virum came from London, and Ricky was like, yeah, I'll show up. I think that's pretty funny. Yeah, but Ricky should also be there as well, so that'll be fun. So make sure to say hello if you see us. Zeph, I want to throw it to you for the ending. I know you're muted, but I feel like
you gotta stop throwing things, okay?
I want you to say the most wild thing.
No, I can't do that.
All right, let's just show
really
people.
Wild.
Go ahead and we go on to Snark's chat. I don't know.
I can't just come up with stuff.
Shofu, can you? If we're going to Snark's chat, could you say something really wild to end the show, Shofu?
You can't. Who does that? Who just has wild shit to say ready on deck? It's not contextual or nothing. Like,
well, let's think of a context for it.
How about we don't do that?
Yeah, why
do that how about we do that on your stream and not mine?
Okay. Well, that's
anyway. Good night, everybody. You enjoy yourselves. Take care.
Throw it back every once in a while.
Eat well.
You know? Hey, yo.
Sleep well.
All right, when you get to Snark's chat, type throw it back or type look back at it in the chat. Type look back at it in Snark's chat, bro.
There you go. All right. Good night, everybody. We'll see you in 2 weeks once the Nintendo Direct happens.